Okay, this is many of several clone-based devices that I've made that can move around, up and down, X positive, Z positive, negative. Um, I've included the schematic so that you can basically put it into whatever world you like using McEdit and build anything you want around it. The way it works for anyone interested is you have 6 command blocks right here that you place a redstone in, and that redstone triggers 3 command blocks to get cloned outside of the area over here, and then it also clones a redstone block in there, and as soon as that redstone block goes in there, the entire device moves. The 3 command blocks over in this area delete themselves, and your device moves to a new location, and you keep moving on and on. It will go through things, leaving a hole wherever it went. So, there's that to keep in mind. Also, the size can change, but I built this originally for a sailing ship for in the water, and I actually have some that will move in the water. I can show y'all later, but basically that's it. You press any one of these buttons. Negative Z direction, positive Z direction, negative X direction, and positive X direction. And of course we've got red for down, green for up, and what happens when you press any one of these, a redstone block gets cloned in here at whichever location, and then once it gets cloned in here, it changes these 2 command blocks. These are the ones that control your direction of cloning the ship, and they control what direction you get teleported. So the first thing that happens is your ship gets cloned to the new location, then you get teleported to that location. The clone command is a move replace. So what ends up happening is wherever you move it, some of the other devices I made, you had to clear the last location. Sometimes the last location didn't clear. One of the devices you see out there that I made, the Starship Voyager, it will move and actually not go through items and destroy things. It'll go through items and actually put the item that it went through back where it was after it moves through that device. The problem is that this is based off of cloning a certain section of the engine from a set location. It requires this entire building right here for storing parts of the spaceship, and then also a certain portion of this building for storing where you're going and where you've been, so that it's actually able to go through devices and not destroy them. This, however, that I have, the schematic that I've included in this video, it will go through whatever you want, and it will destroy whatever you do go through, so keep that in mind when you're building something. Also, if you decide that it's too tall for you, just go into the command blocks and change the size. So everything over here is your teleporting. None of that should really change, but your clone blocks over here, whenever they do the move replace, you would go in and change the height of the item. So remember, you have X, Y, and Z. Let me go ahead and select those. So you have X, Y, and Z. 2, X, Y, and this is the one that you would change. This is the height. If you wanted to make it shorter, you would change it right here. And Z, and then it's being placed at a certain location. Don't worry about changing the location it's being placed unless you want to change how fast the device moves from one side to the other or wherever. It does move 10 blocks, or 9 blocks technically, in both the X directions, and then it moves 32 blocks in the Y direction. You can change that if you decide to. Just keep in mind that the whatever you do change, you may want to change it for the rest of the command blocks as well, accordingly. So, like I said, if you wanted to make it shorter, just change this right here value in all of these command blocks, the 22 there, and it's not too hard to change that. Everything else can be a little bit more technical, but so basically, again, what happens, redstone gets placed for whatever direction it's going. It triggers these redstone trail here all the way to here, which sets a redstone block inside of these 6 redstone blocks, or these 6 command blocks, setting off a chain of events, one that clears the redstone inside of it, another one that places the block outside of the cloning area that's going to actually move you. Then it does a fill with stone, so basically this entire area right here gets filled with stone, replacing whatever redstone block you had. Then you place a command block outside of the cloning area that will eventually clear all of the blocks that was used to clone the device. And then we go here and you set your teleporting command block outside the cloning area. And the very last thing that happens is a redstone block gets placed outside the cloning area in the middle of all of the cloning command blocks that move you, delete the clone block, or delete the command blocks, etc. So that's it. If you have any questions, please leave comments, and have a good day.